بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. So moving on to the next taqseem or the next division of tashbih. Again, there's a lot of text here. Again, the poetry is worth a lot, but other than that, it's very simple. So we said what? There's mabahi of tashbih and aqsam of tashbih, the second discussion. And last time we discussed what? Looking at tashbih depending on the complexity of the tarafan. Now we're going to look at another aspect of tarafan. Okay? Why is this? وَيَنْقَسِمُ بِاعْتِبَارِ الطَّرَفَيْنِ أَيْضًا إِلَى مَلْفُوفٍ وَمَفْرُوقٍ. And also according to the two taraf, the tarafan, taqseem can be divided into malfuf and mafruq. Okay? Before, to understand this, what does laffa mean? Laffa means to wrap. So you can say the wrapped. When you translate to English, it seems a bit weird. And mafruq means divided. What does that mean? So malfuf and mafruq means what? So just keep that in mind. Laffa yaluffu laffan, to wrap something. To wrap, to fold. To wrap or even to fold. Okay? So what is saying here? فَالْمَلْفُوف. So in both of these you have what? In both of these you have two or more tashbih.
Wrapped.
Some are wrapped, some are separated. Or interweaved, or some are separated. For example, look. فَالْمَلْفُوف means it's wrapped. أن يؤتى بمشبهين أو أكثر. A tashbih al-malfoof is what? You bring tashbih interrupt. How is it interrupt? You don't have mushabbah bihi, mushabbah bihi. No. Because this is what? Separate it. 1, 2, 3. No. It's interrupt. It's what? Mushabbah bihi, mushabbah bihi, and mushabbah bihi. This goes to this goes to that, this goes to that. It's interweaved. So malfoof means what? That you bring two or more mushabbahain, two or more. Thumma bil mushabbah bihi, ay mushabbah bihima or mushabbahat biha. Then you bring the mushabbah bihi, two of them, three of them, how many ever you need. So it's interweave malfoof. Okay, and you got this poem here, and I explain this poem. Okay, what's the poem? His poem is of Imra al-Qais, and he's describing the eagle. He's describing the eagle. كَأَنَّ قُلُوبَ الطَّيْرِ. Obviously, the eagle is a predatory animal, isn't it? Yeah. He's talking about the eagle. So كَأَنَّ قُلُوبَ الطَّيْرِ رَطْبًا وَيَابِسًا. As though the hearts of, obviously when the eagle kills the animal, you see apart, you see it to pieces. And he's saying that he's describing as if, but he doesn't eat the heart, it just leaves the heart there. Okay? So the قُلُوبَ الطَّيْرِ, the hearts of those birds which the eagle hunted. قُلُوبَ الطَّيْرِ رَطْبًا وَيَابِسًا حال. The hearts of the bird. But what kind of hearts? The rat means what? Moist. Rutab. Rutab date. So rat is moist. And yabisan is dried. So basically, eagle be hunting every day, innit? Every day, once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day. It kills another bird, kills another animal. And then it eats it apart and leaves the hearts there. Some are fresh hearts, some are dried hearts. Okay? So he's saying, as though these are lada wakriha. Lada means lada ladun, by. And wakrun means wakr, nest. That's why you get the word wakira. The da'wah and the food you have at the time of having a new house. You have a new nest basically. When you have a new nest and you give an invitation of food, you give a housewarming party, it's called a wakira. Based on this word wakr, a nest. Now unnab is actually called, I'm not making this up, unnab is called, is it jub yeah, jubi? It's,
Jojo.
Huh?
Jojo.
It's called, either called jub or jubi or something like that. This is called jub. Well, hashaf al-bali. Hashaf al-bali is what? Dry. Hashaf is like cheap dates, and bali means dry dates. So this is what unnab, it's called jub, and this is the hashaf al-bali, dry, worn out dates. Let's see the tashbih. Brilliant, isn't it? So he's saying as though the dry hearts, the fresh, moist hearts are like this. Jub. And the hashaf al-bali is the description of what? Of the hearts of the animals that are old and all worn out and they're there for a long time. They're the hashaful bali. So what's happened here? So it's brilliant. Now see, the thing is, people who live in that society and that and that environment, they think about all of these things to express themselves. If I want to express something to you, what I say? Like for example, like we become so lazy in learning like in so many things because we have easy access to it. Like for example, I started wheezing when I'm at Makkah. So why bother? Just open up Google images, ventilate, inhaler, picture, urid. I don't call ventilate, inhaler in Arabic. So it's urid hada. So you go to the shop and get some, khalas, job done. So here you see the ventilate, inhaler, he knows what I want. But so because we can express ourselves in different ways. These people to express themselves, their language was so exactly. So they would have to use these kind of things, and they would. That's how this would be their. This is their like ultimate goal. Now, for example, like a kid would grow up thinking, "I want to be a footballer, I want to be a basketballer, I want to be rich." To them, this was the poets. They would get the honor in the Souk of Ukaz and the markets, and their name would be all around Arabia that he was a great poet. Look at his poetry is still lost. Everybody, this is the idol superheroes of those times. Their poetries and the way, and that's why these people then describe even the one about the A'la min nushirna ala bimahi min zabarjadi. This is the way they draw these references. That wow, and they become really, really good in these things. Okay, so he's saying here, so again, go back to here. This is what Malfoof. Why is it Malfoof? Because Rat and Yabis and the Mushabbah bihi is what? Unnab and Hashbali. But this one goes to this and this one goes to that. They're interweaved. They're wrapped into each other. So it's Tashbihun Malfoofun. Okay? فَإِنَّهُ شَبَّهَ الرُّتْبَ. He has drawn resemblance between the ratab, the fresh hearts of the birds with unnab, jubjubs. وَالْيَابِسَ الَأَتِي, and all dry ones with tamar al-radi, dried out cheap dates. Okay? And obviously it's mafruq. The mafruq is very easy. What's mafruq? You separate it. From a hadith example, the Prophet ﷺ said in a very famous hadith that we all know about, مَثَلُ الْجَلِيسِ الصَّالِحِ وَالْجَلِيسِ السَّوْءِ. The example of a good companion and a bad companion is like what? So two mushabbah. And the mushabbah bihi awwal is like a person who كم صاحب المسك وكيل الحداد. Do you understand? Good companion is like this, bad companion is like this. Yeah. Do you understand? So it's what? Interweaved. Another example in hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, مَثَلُ الَّذِي يَذْكُرُ رَبَّهُ. One mushabbah. الَّذِي يَذْكُرُ رَبَّهُ وَالَّذِي لَا يَذْكُرُ رَبَّهُ كَمَثَلِ الْحَيِّ وَالْمَيِّتِ. So the one who remembers his Lord is like a living person. One who does not remember his Lord is like a what? A dead person. Tashbih, mushabbah, the mushabbah bihi. It's a mafruq. But malfoof and mafruq only apply when you have what? More than one tashbih coming together.
It's not mafruq.
Why not? It's malfoof. It's all malfoof examples. It's a malfoof example of the hadith. Okay? And mafruq is this one that أن يؤتى بمشبه ومشبه به. You bring a mushabbah, then mushabbah bihi. ثم آخر, then another mushabbah, then another mushabbah bihi. And so on and so on. For example, النشر مسكن. Nask, the fragrance. So the fragrance is what? Mashk, meaning is like mashk. Wal wujuhu dananiru, and the face is like what? A shining dirham. Wa atraful akuffi anamu, and the atraf of the akuf, meaning this is the cuff, and the atraf, meaning the fingers. They are anam. Yeah. Anam is what? Anam means what? Soft branches. Anam means what? Soft branches. So he's given, so as if that, like a tree, and a very soft and subtle branches on the edge of the tree. So he's given one tashbih, two tashbih, three tashbih, but they're all what? Separate. They're not interweaved or interlocked. Okay? Example from hadith, the Prophet ﷺ says, the example of a believer who reads the Quran is like this. Okay, and he gives the word to Shabah. The example of a mu'min who does not read the Quran is like this. The munafiq who reads the Quran is like this. The munafiq who does not read the Quran is like this. So he's got four tashbih, but one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, not interlocked or interweaved. Okay? Similarly, the Prophet ﷺ says, look, another hadith. مَثَلُ الْمُؤْمِن, the example of a believer is like a khamma min az-zara, like little, you have little, you have, how do you say? Like wheat and that kind of stuff going, not hard, like they're very soft. They can move around. Like you have corn, you have all these kind of grains that grow. They move around. They're not like hard branches. They don't have solid trunks. That's what it means here. So believers like that, what happens? Things come and afflicts him and he goes what? Side to side, but his roots are firm. So the Prophet says like, مَثَلُ الْمُؤْمِنِ كَخَامَّ مِنَ الزَّرْعِ. one tashbih. And then وَمَثَلُ الْمُنَافِقِ كَالْأَرْزَةِ, like a solid tree. There's a move when the hurricane comes, and what happens? It's gone. So here's an example like this. So mushabbah, mushabbah bi. Mushabbah, mushabbah bi. It's mafruq. They're all separated. Do you understand? But this mafruq and mafruq only occurs when there are more than one tashbih in a single setting. Okay? Do you understand? Okay? You got it? So that's two elements done. Now, what can happen now is that you can have وَإِن تَعَدَّدَ الْمُشَبَّهِ. If the mushabbah are many, but the mushabbah bihi is only one, you call it سُمِّيَ تَشْبِيهَ التَّسْوِيَةِ. You call it what? Taswiyah. For example, صُدْغُ الْحَبِيبِ وَحَالِي كِلَاهُمَا كَاللَّيَالِي. صُدْغُ الْحَبِيبِ. Sudq is a temple. The part between the ears and the here. It's called temple right here. This area. Yeah, temple. So saying Sudghul Habibi wa Hari. He's comparing what? One, Sudghul Habibi and my condition. So his mahbub or his mahbuba. So Sudghul Habibi wa Hali. Two mushabbah. What's the mushabbah bihi? Kallayali. They're both dark like the night. So one is dark in what? Color. So the Sudghul Habib is also dark like the night. And my condition is also very dark and gloomy. So you got two mushabbah, but one mushabbah bihi. It's called what? Tashbih al-Taswiyah. You understand? You following? For example, the Prophet ﷺ says, Mathali wa mathalul anbiya'i min qabli. The example of me and the example of the anbiya before me is like the example of a man who built a house and there's only one part left and I came and fill in that last part. So two mushabbah, me and the other prophets. What are we like? We're like this one scenario. You understand? The opposite is what? وَإِن تَعَدَّدَ الْمُشَبَّهُ بِهِ. The mushabbah bihi is multiple. دون المشبه, not the mushabbah. سُمِّيَ تَشْبِيهَ الْجَمْعِ. You call it تشبيه الجمع. For example, كَأَنَّمَا يَبْسِمُ أَنْ لُؤْلُؤٍ مُنَضَّدٍ أَوْ بَرَدٍ أَوْ أَقَاهِ. What is he saying now? So what's happening here? He's describing the teeth of the person he's talking about. Okay? So all of this is what? This is tashbih baligh because not tashbih baligh, this is the tashbih. Okay? So he's saying as though he's smiling. He's smiling. What do you smile with? This here means, and here means with. He's smiling with not teeth, but he's smiling with what? Teeth that are like what? Lu'lu, munaddad, or barad, or aqah. So there's one mushabbah. What's the mushabbah? The teeth. His teeth are so wide and shiny, they're like what? Either lu'lu, which are munaddad, or barad, or aqah. So lu'lu is pearls. What kind of pearls? Munaddad, well organized. You got pearls, but not just all of the place scattered on the floor. Because then they have what? White teeth, but they need braces. He's got what? He's got lu'lu, but munaddad. What kind of lu'lu does he have? What kind of teeth does he have? They resemble pearls, but they're all organized in a nice order. Or you can say they're barad. Hailstones, soft and smooth and very untouched. Or aqahi, they're like daisies, all nice and white, smooth. So you got mushabbah and mushabbah bihi. But again, mushabbah is many, it's single. This is what? His teeth, which is mahzoof. And the mushabbah bihi is what? Lu'lu' munaddad barad or aqah. Are you following? Okay? But the mushabbah bihi is not mentioned here explicitly. Understand? أي كأنما يبسم عن أسنان مثلي.
What's that? كأنما?
يبسم, he's smiling. So as though he's smiling with teeth, which are like organized pearls or hailstones or daisy flower. Okay? For example, Allah says regarding the hood of Ain, كأنهن الياقوت والمرجان, as though they're rubies and pearls. So hunna is single, and you compare them two things. This is what? Taswiyah or jama'? This is taswiyah. No, this is jama', sorry. مثلهم كمثل. So مثلهم, the example is like this. أو كصيب من السماء مثل الذي استوقد نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله ذهب الله من نورهم وتركهم في ظلمات لا يبصرون. One تشبيه, one مشبه به. Second مشبه به أو كصيب من السماء في ظلمات ورعد وبرق. So one mushabbah, two mushabbah bihis. So you call it what? Jama'. Okay? That's what we have here now. So you have the second taqsim, you have malfoof and mafruq. So this is complexity. Regarding the complexity of the tashbih. And this is regarding the number of mushabbah, number of parts, number of tashbih basically. Make sense? So it can be malfoof when they're more than one and they interweave, mafruq when they're clearly separated, and this is multiple. So this is what? Multiple mushabbah bihi and multiple mushabbah. You got it? Make sense? Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.